guys about Thanksgiving centerpieces. I go into multi-million-dollar houses, and this is what I see. I see this, which is a package. I bought it just like you would. I didn't get it from my flower shop. I got it at the grocery store on my way home from work today. And so if you all cannot possibly get to the flower shop and get flowers, then that's fine. You can stop and get these. But usually this is what I see when I get to these houses. That. 9 times out of 10, this is what I see. And so I'm here to kind of give you guys some tips on this is what not to do with your flowers. For one, we're going to be talking about centerpieces. So I have 3 low-lying vases. When I say low-lying, I'm saying they're like 5 inches tall. You can use candle holders, you can use little glasses that you have, mason jars, anything that's, you know, not really tall. I also have a cube here. I'm going to kind of give you guys a little tip on that as well. I use these a whole lot as well, and they turn out really cool. But it's nice during Thanksgiving or any dinner. Any dinner I feel like should have fresh flowers. It's nice to have several small bouquets kind of lined in the table or arranged around, even a round table with candles or whatever else you want to do. So all I have is I have this little bundle of mixed flowers that I bought from the grocery store, and I have these leaves that I stopped on my way home and broke off of a tree. Just low-lying tree branches, that's all you need. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just start with, you just want to make a bed with these. The reason I'm doing this is just to fill out your little vases here. You don't want just flowers stuck in a vase. You want some kind of bed, something there so that you don't see the stems of your flowers. I would take off any of the foliage that goes below the water, as much as possible anyway. Any of the foliage, the leaves, or any of the foliage off of the flowers, it's going to make the flowers rot faster. They won't last as long. So take that off, and as you can see, I'm not even cutting these. You could use scissors or a knife or whatever you need. I'm just breaking these branches up to where they're, just a little bit taller than the vase, and I'm just going to make a bed. If it's too tall, you can cut that off. I have a pair of snips. You can use, you know, whatever. And these are great. These fall-colored leaves, I highly suggest using these for Thanksgiving. They're beautiful on their own. As a matter of fact, I've got them on my table, just nothing but fall leaves. It's really pretty right now. So for the holiday, I would obviously add a little bit of flowers to that. So in seconds, literally, you have 3 vases here of leaves, and they're pretty already. Once you get this done, once you get that done, they don't all have to be exactly the same. I can move this over so you can see kind of what they look like. They don't have to be the same. Being a little bit different is fine. This bundle happens to have sunflowers in it, so I'm going to start with a big flower. When I buy, if I have to buy flowers, what I would recommend is you not getting a mixed bundle. I would recommend you do 1 flower, whether it be lilies, you know, roses, whatever, and just do 1 flower. It'll look way more professional and more put together if it's just 1 flower. But most of you are attracted to this, mixed flowers. That's why I got this, because this is what you all want in variety, and that's fine too. So let me just show you how to do that. You want your flower to kind of set just above the lip of the vase. So you can either measure that by holding it down to where the, where the bottom of the vase would be and cutting it there, or, you know, eyeballing it like I do, and, you know, you're going to be able to take it out and cut it again or whatever. Just don't cut it too short. So start a little bit taller. And I'm just basing this right in the middle of my leaves. Setting the major flower, the flower that you want looked upon the most, right in the middle. There's like red sunflowers in here, I guess, and yellow sunflowers. I'm not crazy about the red ones. They're actually stem-dyed, but, you know, it's fine. See, I cut this one a little bit too low. See how it kind of sunk in there? That's what you don't want. And so I can prop this up, you know, I can fix it by doing this, but that's what you don't want to do. Here, we'll do a little prop job. So if you do that, just get another piece of stem, kind of hold it up a little bit, and there you go. And then they've got all these little different things, these little fillers. I would just cut these off, trim. This is the foliage I was talking about. You don't want any of this stuff on there in your water, because it will make the flowers rot a lot quicker. And just kind of slide it in beside that main flower. This stuff is called Solidago. You'll see it on the side of the road growing. It's called, we call it goldenrod here. When I buy it from the farm, they refer to it as Solidago. But it's just a great all-around filler. So you want to get as much of that foliage off as you can before you slide it in. And you want it to just be outside of the flower. You don't want it to be, you try to keep the flower in the center if possible. Take this off and slide it in. They don't all have to be going the same direction. This also has some berries. We call these hypericum berries. They're really great this time of the year, all the way through Christmas. They last a really long time. They're just really pretty, really colorful. They come in orange, green, red. And slide this in. And same thing. There we go. You'll want to change your water every couple of days as well. If they keep the fresh water, bacteria is what ends up killing flowers. So try to keep that out. And then these little things, this is actually chamomile that was in there, really pretty. You can break these things up. They have stems. If you buy any palms, daisies, anything like that, you can do this. Break them up so you can get more use out of them. Again, you don't want to see the stems. That's what's wrong with this vase. Basically, what your focus was on was all of this stem. Now, your focus is on flower. So you're going to want to keep these down here where you can see flowers. And actually, these little packages of flowers go a long way. At the flower shop where I work, you can walk in and buy $15 worth of flowers, and it's a good amount of flowers. You can make several. As a matter of fact, we sell that a lot. We have a lot of people that come in and get $10, $15 worth of loose flowers, and it does wonders for their dinner parties, for your house. I like to keep flowers around the house if at all possible, just to keep things cheery. Again, we're just taking all this foliage off, and we're making this sunflower the focus here. I hate this red sunflower, but some people love them. It's just up to you. Some people love them, some people hate them. I happen to hate dyed flowers, so I hate it. Okay, so this is what you end up with, and you could take these, and I still have 3 other flowers, so you can do a whole lot with. Here we have, you can line these up along your table, and it would look phenomenal with, I'll show you here in a minute kind of how we can set those up. Okay, let me show you a tip real quick. This is a cube. It has a big mouth on it. That's very hard for you to arrange in. So what I would do before you put water in it, take some Scotch tape, just clear Scotch tape, and make yourself a grid on the top so that you can hold flowers into it. You're going to hide this tape with whatever greenery or flower you might have left. And so you just go 2 strips that way, go to the other side, 2 strips this way, and then you can add your water after you get your tape on there. Once you get your water in here, again, you can take some of these leaves, stick them around. Here, this is just going to hide your grid, hide your tape really quick. Almost out of my leaves. I think this is a Bradford pear. I don't know my trees really that well, but I was driving by and seen it and thought, oh, those are beautiful leaves. I should stop and help this guy trim his tree a little bit. So I reached up and grabbed a few of these leaves. Okay, so see how it's holding the flowers on top, or the leaves on top, and they're not just falling inside. That's what you want that grid for. And then take your sunflowers. You have 3, so you're going to want to kind of put them around evenly. Stick them through the holes in your grid. So you have to kind of look through there, find the hole, wind your flowers through. And any of the greenery that you have that comes with these little bundles of flowers that you can buy, you can add that to this as well. I'm going to add water to this once we get it done, just to save time, show you guys. I'm just kind of bringing this in, cutting it up, bringing it in, sliding it in. And you will be amazed at how much easier it is to arrange these flowers when you're doing it in a smaller container like this and using a grid. It makes all the difference in the world. Alright, so we basically used 1 bundle of flowers, and we have 4 centerpieces that you could use. Now, if you wanted to split those centerpieces up and put them here and there, you could do that. Or you could take them and come over here. I'll just kind of show you. I have a little bit of a fall table going on right now. I'm going to talk to you guys about succulents as well on another strip. But you could have your pumpkins, whatever. We'll bring these over. All 3 of them. We just need 3 here, and that's what you end up with. So see how much prettier that is than if you were to just take if you just stuck them in